It's really for the other little one over
Yeah.
there. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Mike Kelly having some technical issues today, so we apologize if we have an issue. I better check the sound. I did earlier,
I
but it
can
made
hear
all
you
the
and I
difference.
can hear me.
That doesn't mean
I know it
anything
doesn't
at
mean a
all.
thing, but I can hear you.
It doesn't mean anything.
I know, but I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Keep saying it.
I can hear you.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Go ahead. Give us the real estate stuff.
Oh, I'm so excited. Watch this.
Yeah. Well, you might slow down.
Okay. 266 closed sales per day, week ending January 24th. That's abysmal.
That's 6 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You know, they closed it out at the end of the week. So
I know, but we were at 420, 520, 5 whatever end of the year.
At the end of the year. 440, 469 pending sales and 592 listings.
That's
so
up.
that's actually going upwards, which is nice to see. Come on.
Seasonality of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Still the same people.
1
in 4, 1 in 4.
Yep. 1 and 1, 1 and 1, hardly half a 1, and 2 and 4.
Well, that's 1 in 20. Prices will be up now.
Yeah. They're you know,
that's a loose there. I don't want anybody texting me like you didn't do the numbers right.
Do they text you?
No.
That's hilarious.
Just Bill, I'm sure Phillips will tell me.
You know, Wednesday we looked at closings for the month, and
so far for the month.
Yeah, we were at 168, and right now, as of the last day of the month, business day of the month, 189.
Wow, we might make over 200 by the end of the day.
It may be.
Only need 20.
I have to check it Monday.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably what you should do because that would be the true week.
Yeah.
Right, not middle. But either day works because it's as of that day.
Yeah, I just can't go in the future right now. I can't check through 131.
You could. It's just not going to change.
They just haven't closed yet.
Yeah.
You know, they're not recorded.
Not going to record on Saturday anyway.
Not going to record on Saturday. And a lot of people, you know, they're like, oh, I got 3 days after closing to report it. So if they don't have a TC that does it for them, or they don't have a front desk person that does it for them, there's a lag in reporting.
Gotcha.
But it's fairly factual.
All right. So the stock market is
what is it
down
doing?
400 and some points right now, 443.
Well, that's not very nice.
Well, and the bond, let's see, the 10-year sitting at 4.24. That's up 2 basis points, and rates are worse by 11 basis points.
Oh,
what happened today?
Did they say anything yesterday, or was it yesterday when I saw something? I cannot tell if it was true. It was on the IGs. And then I looked for it, but I didn't see anything. But President Trump said, I want house prices to go up. I'm sure it was a real.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. It probably was a while back. So everything's lower this morning following President Trump's announcement that Kevin Warsh is his nominee to replace Jerome Powell as Fed Reserve Chair.
Maybe that's what happened.
Even though he's critical of the Fed's inflation missteps, he is being viewed as less dovish than other potential nominees like Waller and Reeder, leading to this mild sell-off is what they're saying. But I really don't know. We'll see how that all works out.
Yeah, give it till Monday, right?
Give it till, May. When he actually takes over.
Yeah.
Because right now, we don't know what's going on. Right now, the Fed's not going to do anything unless there's some major stuff. And on top of that, PPI came out today. That's Producer Price Index. And they've always kind of said there's inflation on the producer side, but not on the consumer side. The producer is eating that right now. Well, headline PPI rose 0.5 in December, more than double the 0.2 forecasted. Year over year holds steady at 3%, but the market's expected to drop to 2.7%. Core PPI, that when you take out food and energy, is up 0.7, a sharp jump from expectations of 0.2. Year over year core inflation is now at 3.3%, up from 3.1%. But Ed, you said yesterday true inflation. Well, that's a totally different numbers. These are government numbers, and true inflation uses 10,000 points of light and other things. And where did I get that from?
I don't know. Where was that from?
Bush.
Oh.
1,000 points of light. Anyway,
those are all the people standing in the background.
Had one of his speeches. So good prices were flat. The jump, came mainly for services, especially machinery and equipment wholesaling. Narrowing focus of inflation meant our bonds did not react a lot, but they reacted a little bit. Wow. while we've been talking, now the MBS just got better. It's 5 basis points better for rates right now.
Wow. See how volatile this is?
Yeah, since I've been talking, things got better.
That's why when someone says, "Hey, what are rates?" Well,
I don't know. Well, that's like
right now, this second,
I got quoted 5.4 on a VA, but then my buddies at the in service told me I could get a 5.2. Well, you can always get any rate. The question is, what do you want to pay for that rate?
Yeah, exactly.
And the question is, nobody ever says, oh, I got this horrible rate. They always talk about the great rate and how many, but they never say I pay points for it. Or the builder gave me 25 grand to buy it down to 4.99.
Yeah, people just, what did it cost? What cost? There was
nothing.
No,
nothing. It didn't cost me anything.
That's what they just quoted me.
They just kept the house price up higher. It didn't cost me anything.
I remember when I first got into real estate, I'd go on listing appointments, and I'd win some, I'd lose some. And one guy, I'm talking to him, he goes, well, the guy that just left, he's going to give me 135. And I'm like, what do you mean give you? He's going to buy it from you? No. He says it's worth 135. Oh, well, some realtors will say anything to be able to get the listing, but you are going to reduce the price. I was the third agent that listed it and sold it.
Right. At 135?
No, at 125, where it should have been. Market was not moving upward.
Yeah. That went a while back if it was 135 for that house.
It was a long
20 years ago.
It was 92. Yeah.
30 years.
23 years ago.
Yeah.
30.
All right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if everybody was worried about this, but there's not going to be a government shutdown. I guess they've reached a way to avert a partial government shutdown. The agreement funds all departments except Homeland Security through September. Well, the ICE department is funded through 28 already.
Yeah,
this was additional money, but they've already been funded. So anyway, Homeland Security will operate under a 2-week stopgap bill to allow further negotiation. Senate vote scheduled today around 11:30 Eastern. House vote likely on Monday. Impact, does that really have impact?
Well, probably, since nobody's really arguing about anything, probably very little.
Well, it avoids the disruptions of federal housing agencies and data releases. So remember, if the government shuts down, that stuff doesn't happen. Look what happened with the last shutdown, how long it took us to get all these reports out.
Right.
Yeah.
Overall, it's a blip on the screen, right?
Right. So I guess somebody's pressuring CoStar to sell homes.com. Remember I told you that they owned it and you were like, they do?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I remember you saying that, but why? What's the pressure about?
Activist investor Third Point is pushing CoStar to divest or shut down homes.com. I don't know the whole thing. I'll get more into it for Monday, but it was just something that was pushed out there. I don't know how anybody can push somebody to do something,
Yeah, pressure.
But I guess then
under pressure.
The similar investors led Zillow to exit iBuying in 2021, raising questions about long-term viability and near-term stock impact. I totally forgot Zillow had iBuying.
Yeah, well, they turned it into you buying. I guess Zillow's under attack for another lawsuit on steering.
Yeah, well, that's probably older one.
Well, they said it was
another one,
another complainant. So another.
Because a lot of people have these affiliate or what do they have? The joint ventures or whatever in the companies where they have, they have the real estate company and then they have a mortgage company inside and they're paying rent and all that stuff. And then they're getting the bid deals. Those are being really looked at a little bit more. So, and what's worse is if you own both companies.
Yeah. Well, but look at the pharmaceutical companies that they own the care facilities. They own this.
It's not real estate and finance, and it doesn't have all the people behind.
RESPA.
Yeah, exactly. Those guys are totally a different world.
Yeah.
So you cannot go, well, it's okay because they're doing it.
I'm not saying it's okay. I think it shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I think they should have a RESPA.
That'd be like every single one of the car dealerships, or how about this? Every single one of the casinos owned by the same company.
You wait, they're not.
I don't know. A few of them are owned by a lot of them are owned by the same place.
Yeah. Well, and you got John, who owns Central Valley everything.
Oh, I wasn't on car. I was talking casinos first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I went to car because all up and down McHenry, almost all those dealerships are his.
Oh, really?
Which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, for somebody.
For John.
We have some more reports coming out next week. Your favorite JOLTS report is coming out on Tuesday.
Been missing that one.
Wednesday is ADP employment, mortgage applications. Thursday is Challenger job cuts, initial jobless claims, and Friday is really your favorite, which is the BLS job report. That is correct.
Bureau of Lying Statistics.
Yeah, where's the CPI?
I don't know. Where is
it? Maybe it's coming out on.
I thought you said it was coming out Monday.
It's not on this list, so I haven't checked it.
I think yesterday you said it was coming out Monday.
Well, it usually comes out the next day. So if it didn't come out, and if PPI came out today, you would think CPI would come out tomorrow, but tomorrow's Saturday, so it'd be Monday.
Yeah, they're gonna sleep in.
You think that?
Yeah, maybe they do. I don't know. Sometimes they say they work 7 days a week.
I'm so happy about having ChatGPT. It sure makes answering all your continuing education questions so much faster and your tests.
I started my renewal stuff. I got to renew by April 16th, and I thought I'm going to be early this year, and I'm going to go back to the old way I used to do it, where I just take the quizzes and then finish.
Yeah, well, that's what I don't even watch. I have it going.
Yeah.
I just don't listen to it, take the quizzes and finish it up.
The other day I was kind of slow. It was like a Thursday, and I downloaded the first classes, and I'm listening to it, and I'm listening to it. I'm going, I could be done with 9 quizzes already.
Aren't you at the point where you're not 65?
I think you have to be 70.
Oh, is it 70?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
What is absolutely stupid. This is my
how many years?
36th year in real estate, and it should be years. And maybe number of transactions.
Well, it's also, because they eventually, you don't have to pay anymore. That's all it is, right? Or you don't have to do the continuing education.
You don't have to do the continuing education, and you become like an emeritus for life.
Emeritus meaning that because they don't expect you to live much longer.
Exactly. This guy's only going to be selling homes for another 2 years.
Here's what I think should happen. If you've been like myself, been in the mortgage industry as long as I have, when you have continuing education, it's the same continuing education. Just let me have the new stuff.
Well, and that would be,
or just test me on the old stuff.
Yeah, that would be the smartest ever.
Because they let people. Okay, weird. Rates just got worse by 10 basis points.
What? They just got better by 5.
Now, see how fast that is? Yeah, it's like craps. How fast your money can be lost at the craps table. All right. Anything else you got? Because you're looking at your phone.
No, I'm answering a question from a client, a cherished client. Nothing.
Cherished client.
I cherish all my clients. Yeah. Nothing on the radar.
Okay. We're on the radio tomorrow, 1360 KFIV at noon. Replays Sunday at 10 a.m. I'm sorry, at 3 p.m. Hello. And then we put it to a podcast on Monday. So if you can't get the radio.
No football tomorrow. Well, what is it called?
Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl.
It's not
like no football tomorrow.
I don't. Here's
don't they play
my prediction.
And stuff?
I don't have a clue. My prediction for the Super Bowl is the Seahawks are going to destroy the Patriots.
You think so? That's your prediction?
Yeah, because they barely got past us, and the only reason they got past us is because we didn't have a quarterback. The Patriots.
When? Oh, yes, back then. Okay,
just a week ago.
Broncos.
Broncos, yes.
You say us, and I'm thinking
no, we're not Niners. No, we're not Niners.
I forget you're the Bronco fan.
I'm just saying, because if it wasn't for what's his name screwing up and throwing a forward pass that they called a backwards pass, then they would have never even scored.
Right.
So, I'm just saying, because both teams, and this is what I said, it didn't matter which team won, they'd both lose the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Because of the fact that we didn't have our quarterback, we had a backup quarterback, and the other team has a very young 23-year-old quarterback. Just wait till the Seahawks' defense just brutally hits him multiple times. He's going to be hurting unit. They're going to have to change his pants. Well, that's my pick for the Super Bowl. But
hopefully he can last till halftime before he has to change the pantalones.
All right,
that would be embarrassing. I got to call a timeout, and it's got to be more than a 30-second timeout because I got to change my pants.
We got to call a brownout.
Yeah, brownout. Yeah.
All right, everybody, make it a great day. We'll be back on Monday, and unless you listen to us on radio on Saturday. All right, and everybody, make it a great day. If you have any questions, reach out. If you like what we do, subscribe, like, and all that stuff. Thank you all.